And now, introducing the new Sneaky G-Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky G-Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out, dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. water hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. And now, introduce. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M's replica trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Oh, no. No.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G, bud. Let's go Giants! Oh! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G, man. So I have a treat for y'all today. For those of you that are Dallas Cowboy fans, you are going to enjoy. And I have a surprise. And I'm not going to say what it is. I'm waiting to see. I haven't got the word if, the reply back. I do have a surprise, and if it doesn't come into fruition, I'll explain later. But for now, I have a special guest. Now, those of you that are Dallas Cowboy fans, this will be the night that I'm going to give the person, not the team he played for, the person, a lot of compliments. He is gracious enough to give us some of his time tonight. And if you are a Cowboy fan, you should know exactly who this man is. Two-time Super Bowl champion. He's part of the 100 sack club. I give to you none other than Jim Jeffcoat.
What's up, Sneakyg?
What's going on, Jim? How you doing today?
What's up? I'm doing good.
We got some stuff to talk about.
We do
tonight, and we could we can also, I guess, talk about we could briefly talk about, because I do want to ask you about Gregory later on, because I know he was one of your
who did today have shoulder surgery.
Oh, okay.
He had a procedure on his shoulder.
You don't think that was a factor, do you?
It wouldn't shock me. It
Okay.
wouldn't shock
Oh, well, no. Wait, isn't Gregory the one that was like, nah, I'll go to Denver?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It wasn't a smart move because Colorado has a state tax.
Right,
Texas doesn't.
right. Yeah.
And it was the same money. So something was rotten in Denmark. So
Right, right. And I actually lived out in Denver for about 3 years.
okay. Yeah, I lived
Loved
out
it.
there for 5 years.
Oh, did you? How'd you like it out there?
I loved it out there. It was nice.
Did that elevation hurt you at all?
No, because being a coach, I was coaching out there,
Oh, that's right.
and you get used to training and
Yeah, you were in
hearing the
Boulder, right?
plays. Pardon me?
You're out in Boulder, the Buffaloes.
Yeah. I was
that's
up
right.
at a
Okay,
place
okay.
called Superior, which is just south of Boulder.
Okay, yeah. I lived in Brighton.
Oh, okay, yeah, not
Yeah,
that far. Yeah,
it's out the that's right. And you figure with all this research I did on you, and even the stuff I knew about you before, Colorado Buffaloes. I mean, you
yeah,
would think
yeah.
I remember that. So those of you that and if you're a Cowboys fan and have no idea who this is, say, look, you're getting love. You're getting love already.
Oh, see,
You're
I
getting
always
love.
hey,
And then
gotta get love, gotta get love.
But then he,
Oh,
then he throws a little
slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll. We were good at first.
Right. The first 30 seconds, and
When
then
he said scrum devil, hey, we got problems now. I'm ASU for life.
So first off, I know I may be premature, but happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's coming up. You're gonna be what, 36 this month, this year?
I'm celebrating one of my 29th birthday. My 29th birthday anniversary. I just don't remember which one it is.
Okay, there we go. That's good.
It's in the 40s now. It's like 42.
and guys, I don't know if you saw the NFC East show yesterday, but this man is 9 foot tall. I was shocked when he stood up. I'm like, oh, I thought we were the same height. I was wrong. So you went to ASU.
Yes.
You were born in Jersey, though.
Yeah, I was born in Central Jersey on the Jersey Shore.
Mm-hmm.
I was born actually in Long Branch, but I grew up in
Long
Clifton,
Branch.
New Jersey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask the question. See, what did I tell you? Gabe, I said the same thing. Hold on a second, Gabe. I said the same thing. Sneaky having a Cowboy fan on the show. I said this to Jim before he came on the show, and I'm gonna explain. Why. Just chill, Gabe. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, let me put the link out there.
Gabe. He got love for the Cowboys. He just don't let you know.
No, Gabe.
Hey,
no, I got
Gabe,
love for. I got love for
together,
Jeff.
man.
I got
I'm a
love
Giants
for Jim.
fan, but I love them Cowboys.
I got love for Jim. But and this is the only time I am gonna. I mean, because you are a really good dude, and I really do appreciate that. I know that, and I haven't bugged you since you came, and you and Byron.
Yes.
Guys, if you aren't aware, Byron Williams was the wide receiver for the New York Football Giants. We did the podcast for the week of the Dallas Cowboys and the Giants came out for that weekend. And you also raised some money for the charity. Oh, and you also have a charity event coming up too as well.
Yeah, we do. Tomorrow I'm doing a charity event for MPH, and it's Jim Jeffcoat and friends. What we're going to do is go out to the Cowboy Golf Club, and we're going to golf to help MPH, which is a nonprofit company for orphanages in Latin America. And obviously, being in Texas, you are close to Latin America, and you want to help them in any way you can. So a bunch of my friends are going to come out, former players. Actually, a couple of Giants will be there. Gary Reasons, Byron Williams, they'll all be there. And quite a few Giants will be there helping me out on this function.
That's, and I'm trying to get a hold of Reasons too. That's awesome. Next, let me know on the next one. I'll be there.
All right.
I'll be there. So like I said, you went to SU. You were a beast out there. you got honorable mentions for the Pac-10. You were all Pac-10,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were also honorable mentions All American.
Yes.
So, and I'm asking because I don't know the differential. If you're honorable mentions, you're still all American, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the difference between just saying all American or
I have no idea.
okay, okay,
And it's kind of funny because most of the people who were first team All American that year, they weren't. I was drafted before they were. The majority of them.
okay.
So
And you you were the MVP of the Fiesta Bowl, defensive MVP of the
the
Fiesta Bowl,
University of Oklahoma.
1983.
Yeah. OU. Yes.
Do you what was the main memory that you have, or like the key play that you have of that game?
Well, the key play of it, we were talking about Marcus Dupree, the best that never was. And he was at that time about 270, but he was a freak.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he broke through the line and I caught him. He didn't score a touchdown. He did not score a touchdown that game because we were fast. We were the number one defense in college football. And every time he break, somebody would catch him, and I was one of them. And I also got a safety that game. I got a couple of tackles for loss because they ran the wishbone, and it was a fun game to be involved in.
Yeah, but 32 to 21?
Yes.
That was the final score.
Yeah, we had a guy named Ron Brown who was a silver medalist in the Olympics in the 100-meter dash, and he had a big game that day too.
He was the running back, I'm assuming?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Oh, okay.
He played around. He played for Cleveland, played for the Raiders. He was a good player. He's a good football player.
And so we're about, maybe a little over a month. What is this? What's today? The 29th? So we're like less of a month, 29 days away from the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And 1983. I'm saying this lovingly. I'm not trying to date you. I was in kindergarten.
You probably will shoot.
I was in kindergarten. You were drafted first round.
Yes,
23 overall.
pick. Yes.
Was there now clearly the draft back then is nothing like what it is today.
No, it is not.
I mean, even when Eli got drafted in 04, it's nothing like it is today.
No, it isn't.
I mean, did they have a combine?
They had three of them. They had one in Seattle, one in Detroit, and one in New Orleans.
Now, did you attend all three?
No, I only attended two.
Okay. And did that process, did it change the pro day, or did you still have a pro day?
We still had a pro day.
Did you? Okay.
We did all that. I only went to two. I didn't go to Detroit. Okay. Because there were at that time there were two scouting companies that went, Bledsoe, and I forgot the other one, but there were two of them.
Now, of course you were picked up by the Cowboys.
Yes.
Did you get any kind of inkling that they were going to select you?
They called me a week before the draft and told me they were going to pick me. Back then, we didn't have, obviously, cell phones. And what had happened was I grew up in New Jersey. I grew up on the Jersey Shore. And, I grew up in Giants territory. But I wasn't a Cowboys fan at that time.
Right.
And so my people knew that. I wasn't really that at that time. And Gil Brandt calls me a week before the draft and said, "This is Gil Brandt of the Dallas Cowboys." I hung up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And he calls back and said, "Wait a minute, don't hang up. This is Gil Brandt of the Dallas Cowboys, and I picked you up in a mock. I picked you in a mock draft." I said, "Yeah, whatever." And then he said, "Please believe me, I'm going to pick you next week in the draft." So the next week came, and the Cowboys pick came, And I was, well, I said, everybody sitting there and said, well, Gil Brandt did call you. You're going to be a Cowboy. So I'm not going to be a Cowboy. Somebody playing a joke on me. Sure enough, Cowboys picked me with the 23rd pick. And Gil Brandt calls me and said, you're not going to hang up on me this time, right? Because I got to get all your flight arrangements to Texas and Dallas. And it was the first time I've ever been to Dallas. Mm-hmm. And it was hot as heck. I'd never forget that. It was hot that day.
Because it was April, right?
May.
Oh, it was May? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
actually, it was. It was late April.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why I'm laughing is that, I'm going to be honest, I wish I had the moment you had. You know, I think every football fan wished that they had that moment to be drafted to play in the NFL. And to say that you got a call from him and you're like, no, click.
I mean, yeah. Well, it is kind of funny because my motive wasn't to play in the NFL until later in my college career, because people kept telling me that the NFL had sent me a letter my junior year and said, and then you had to play 4 years, that next year you'd be a top draft choice. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? I'm just playing to get my education and get my degree and move on. And then I found out how much professional athletes made, and I kind of thought, well, maybe this is something that I could do.
Well, and so let me ask you a follow-up to that. At that time, what was the going salary? What were they? And I don't want to know.
It was nothing like this. It was
okay. Obviously,
nothing like the salaries.
I don't want to know what you made back then, but I mean, like but
it was nothing like the salaries today. But I was at that time, because I was the number one pick, was the highest paid defensive lineman, and you had guys like Randy White, Ed Too Tall Jones, but being a number one pick, I got a huge signing bonus and those things.
And I mean, when you reported to camp and you were with Too Tall, was there any like animosity?
There wasn't. They took me under their wings. Harvey Martin, Randy White, John Dutton, Ed Too Tall, obviously Jones, and guys like that. They took me under their wings and taught me how to be a professional.
You know, and do you think that still happens today in the NFL?
I'm sure it does. I'm seeing it with DeMarcus Lawrence. He's taking the younger players and taking them on, because you got to learn how to do it right. You got to learn how to be a professional, because it's different. And everybody asks me, what is the difference between high school, college, and pros? Well, in high school, it's just like, I always use this as an analogy. It's like being on a dirt racetrack, dirt with go-karts. That's high school. When you get to college, you're on the lower scale of NASCAR. When you get to the NFL, that's NASCAR, because the speed changes. And that's where a lot of players struggle at, because they can't adjust to the speed of the game, because you're playing against grown men.
Yeah.
That's it. They got to feed their families.
Right. It's a totally different game. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the playoffs are even faster.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because you don't have that margin of error in the playoffs. You're going to be playing the best teams.
So, Jared Young, this guy right here, I played high school football with him. He's a football coach. He's now a principal at a school. He is a Bucks fan. He was actually my center one year playing high school football. And
obviously, when he said Average State University, he got bumped in the head too many times. Well, he doesn't know that it is the Arizona State University.
So just to be, I didn't even read that part. All I heard was "What's up, Sneaky."
That's all I read. I heard the other stuff, but when he said, "Wait a minute,"
said, "This stud Jeff Coat on the show, even though he played for." Okay, yeah. Now that I read that all the way through, so one of our friends that we happen to know, Philly, he wants to know, who is your inspiration growing up? Who did you try to emulate your game from?
Well, it's this guy that actually was from Philadelphia. His name is Jamie Pags. And I tried to emulate my
Number
game
11,
like
right?
him.
Yeah.
I used to have hair, and I spiked it up and put.
And you had green war paint on.
And I had green war paint on and stuff like that. No, but honestly, I liked Mean Joe Green. I liked obviously everybody in the Purple People, Alan Page, and then I liked the Fearsome Foursome. And actually, a giant I like was, of all people, was Gary Jeter.
Okay.
I like Gary Jeter. And then I obviously everybody liked George Martin. Everybody liked George Martin.
So, of course, you got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. You have a total of 102.5 sacks. Okay. Throughout your career, you finished your career in Buffalo.
Yes.
So I want to real quick, the Hall of Fame. Okay. That's one of the biggest talks now. And I think, in my opinion, to me, the Hall of Fame means different to what people think of it as today. Okay. For now, I guess people are envisioning the Hall of Fame as, I want to say like elite players, but it's more than that. It's like impactful players. Almost to where you can't tell the story of the NFL without this individual. Therefore, they have to be in the Hall of Fame. And at the same time, numbers do matter. And I got to be real with you because, and let's just let everybody know. Since day one, you and I meet. I've always been real with you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, why? Like, what? Okay, I know NFL players. You guys don't talk about it, right? You don't. That's something you guys don't discuss. No. Okay. What do you think makes a Hall of Fame player?
Well, it's how he impacts his team and helps his team win. And there's some great players. Your guy, Leonard Marshall. Me and Leonard Marshall were in the class of '83, and I've always thought that he deserved to have the opportunity to be nominated to the Hall of Fame. I mean, he did impact, obviously, the Giants with his play.
The 1990 NFC Championship game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Against, exactly. But it is sports writers, and it really is the sports writer from your area that nominates you. I've been nominated before, but he has to have a good fight. He has to put up a good fight to why you should be in there. There's guys in there that should. Harvey Martin's not in the Hall of Fame, which is ridiculous. Ed Too Tall Jones is not in the Hall of Fame. Leonard Marshall's not in there. And they made a positive impact on the game. And even, you could look at George Martin. George Martin was a heck of a football player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's it. We don't know if it's longevity, is it sacks, is it pressures, is it, and in the Pro Bowl back then, certain players picked it, but it wasn't really. It was a popularity contest,
right?
Things like that.
That's what it is now. Did you guys play hard in the Pro Bowl, or you guys kind of?
I didn't get the opportunity to play.
Okay.
Which really bothers me because my stats were better than some guys that were playing in
it. That's surprising for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 102. Let me give you that half. I don't want to leave off the half. That's huge. I want to bring on a Dallas Cowboy fan. He's actually in Arizona right now, in Tucson.
Okay. We'll forgive him for that. I'm from Arizona too. I'm a 520 boy myself.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you noticed my number, but that's it. So Mikey, let me bring you on real quick, man. What?
Hey, there it is for you guys. Forget about it, how beautiful it is. That beautiful sunset. There it is. Hello, Mr. Jeff Cole. It's an honor.
Hey, Mikey.
forgive me for the scum devil remark, sir, but it's bear down forever. It's bear down forever.
You
And
lost that
I gotta
Mikey.
do-
Hey, Mikey,
yes,
Tucson
sir.
done messed you up, man. Tucson done messed you up down there.
It's the tap water, man. The Raytheon missile
Yeah, it
system,
is.
man.
Because, all the water, all the waste goes down, and Tucson is below Phoenix and Tempe.
Oh, sir, you brought so much joy to my childhood. You could say all you want because you're a part of 2 rings that I got over that man right there that I could always boast about. And he is a wildcat. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, I
Just
told
'cause
him.
he has
Well, no, I
that-
didn't tell him yet. I didn't
No,
bring
he
that
didn't
up.
tell me that he was
I
a
didn't bring that up.
wildcat.
I didn't bring that up.
Good.
Yeah,
Hey,
I didn't bring that up.
this conversation's over. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
thanks, Mikey. Thank you. And that's why I didn't.
No,
That's why I didn't
sir.
want to say anything. That's why.
No, sir, you won the last 5. The last time I checked, the territorial cup is in Tempe, being polished. So I can't say anything right now. But Jetfish got them going. But to tell you this, sir, I am a big advocate for 2 Arizona State Sun Devils not being in the Hall of Fame, and I'd add you to that list as well, sir.
Well, thank you.
Darren Woodson is deserving
Yeah,
to be in the
Woody,
Hall of
yeah.
Fame, and Barry Bonds.
Yep.
Barry Bonds and Darren Woodson, and baseball's a whole
No
nother
question.
argument in itself.
No question. There's no question they should be in there.
But what's interesting about Mr. Jeffcoat Sneaky is he was a part of that 83 draft.
Yes.
Yes.
The 83 draft was phenomenal, and there was like a backstory. I found it interesting that he got a call. Like there was a backstory of Tom Landry trying to trade Danny White, which is another Sun Devil, to Frank Kush for that pick. They got Mr.
John
Jeffcoat
Elway.
in
Yeah.
for John Elway.
That's
and
exactly right.
he
That
could have
actually did
ended
happen?
up in Indianapolis or something like that.
Yeah, I
So-
could have. That's very true because when I originally went to Arizona State, Frank Kush was the head coach. He resigned 6 games until my freshman year.
Yeah, so that's interesting about your career in general too, sir, because you saw the peak of 83. I don't know if you were a part of the loss. I'm sorry. At 83, I was barely being born, so I didn't get to witness
No,
it.
that was the year before, 82, when the catch in
The catch.
San Francisco. The
Yeah,
catch.
so that was the year after.
That was a year before I got there. I was still in college. And
But your career witnessed the roller coaster. And
yes, I did.
Wait, 80,
the
82?
valley.
Was that
the
82 or
valley
80?
to the-
Or was
Yes,
that
it was
81?
82. It was
The catch was
82.
82?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but the playoff
actually,
was
you
in
might be
83.
right. It might have been 81.
Yeah, because I think 80 didn't the Raiders or the Redskins won in 82, I think.
In 83, well, the Super Bowl was the next year.
I-
The season of 82, it counts as a season 82, but the Super
Right.
Bowl was played in 83.
Yeah.
So the
I
Raiders
think you're
beat
right.
the
I think
Redskins.
the catch was 81.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Nevertheless,
They played the
nobody cares
Bengals.
about
I'm
the
sorry.
Niners.
I'm sorry.
Nobody
I'm
cares
a
about
stickler
Joe
when it comes to
Montana. He
Super
wasn't a-
Bowls.
Mikey,
He ended
you
up
all
not
right
being a big
for a
deal
Wildcat.
anyway.
I like you, Mikey.
No, sir. You and the teams and being a kid, you fall in love with the game, and you're a part of. You're a superhero to me, sir. You and your teammates and what you guys did. We're grown men, and we still watch it. And there's so many things that touch your heart, and it gives you a nostalgia of being a kid again. But what's interesting about your career, sir, is you saw the valley and you saw the peak. You went from Tom Landry to Jerry Jones, and you saw the whole transformation. You're what you know, and your book and the things that are not said in the locker room must be interesting for sure.
Trust me, they are.
But
there's some things I can't repeat, but they are interesting.
Well,
I might write a book or have a movie one day, and it'll be better than North Dallas 40.
Well, and then I'm younger, and I say thank God there was no social media when I was in high school. Think about back then, Mr. Jeffco, for sure.
Yeah, I can't even imagine now. Mike, when did you graduate? What class are you?
I'm 2001.
Yeah, I'm 97. I'm
Oh, man.
97. So back then, I remember when kids would get, they're getting in school fights and then get their ass whooped. It would just be in the town. That was it.
Yeah.
Now it's on World Star.
It blew up on your pager.
Yeah.
It blew
Yeah,
up on
blew
your
up your page.
pager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but this has been an honor, sir. I really, really, really appreciate everything you've done, and going forward. And God bless you, and
God bless you
many
too,
blessings, man. Hey, bear down life for sure. But it's
Mikey.
DC. I have a black star. Don't get me wrong. I just got to match. Got to look good.
My
For
guy's
Walmart.
coaching there, Scotty Spurrier. He's a tight end coach
Oh yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
and the special
But,
teams coach. And then Ricky Huntley. Me and Ricky have been friends for years.
And your name, sir, it strikes like Jeffcoat, Harbaugh, Hunley. These are football names that are synonymous with your legacy, sir. And your son your son played for Texas, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So when you see that, it's like I remember 77 on the field. He was 77. So, and as a little kid, your name sticks to that, and Jim Jeffcoat is that JJ. You had a couple of JJs on that team.
Yes, we did. Jimmy Jones, Jimmy Johnson,
Jerry, obviously,
Jerry Jones,
the one that keeps sticking around, right? So, but I appreciate you very much, sir, and I appreciate you too, Sneaky, for bringing me on. For real.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So,
thank you for your contributions. And like I said, like us as Cowboy fans, we hang on those 5, but you're superheroes to us. And
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm a grown man electrician, and this is a bucket list experience for sure. Bear down, don't get me wrong. Around there, you wear that chili cheese all you want. You wear that chili cheese color all you want. But
wow,
but I'm humble enough to know where the cup lives, and it lives in Tempe for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right. Thank you.
So Mike, I
what's up?
I hate to do this to you, but
again,
let me hear one time.
Dude, you know what? I am a man. I am a man with great pride, and you know what? I'm very secure in myself. I'm a good looking, big Latino man.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. So there is and you know what? The funny thing is, okay, let me give you a little backstory, right? And I when I started this, on all my on my TikToks and everything, everybody says the outro. So I do that to motivate. The behind the scenes is to motivate the individual to make their own podcast, for me to go on and I will say what motto they have. I actually went on their show a couple weeks ago, had a good time. And I, when people say the motto, I don't, re-record it and put it on TikTok. No, I don't do that. I do other snippets, but so, but you said you grew up as a Giants fan.
Yes, I did.
Why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
I grew up in New Jersey. I grew up 25 minutes away from the Meadowlands.
You gotta say with your chest.
I had no choice. It was either the Giants or the Jets, and you ain't
That's
worse than committing suicide being a Jets fan.
Oh, so I might have asked you this question. Who's your favorite Giant?
My favorite Giant?
Yeah.
Tucker Frederickson. And you wouldn't know he was a tight end. His mother was my teacher in middle school. Not his mother, his wife.
Okay.
Tucker Frederickson, yeah. She was my teacher. She was my math teacher.
So okay, look. Getting to where you're at, right? There was a grind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a thing that you got. I mean, it's a hustle, right? I mean, going to the gym, eating right, and I know the game has changed from when you came in to now, but there had to been that one person. There's two types of people I realize in life. Okay, one that pisses you off, I'm gonna make it because of you, just to prove you wrong. And then there's that other person that, you know, kind of gave you that one step when you already took two.
Well, it was interesting. My coach, we were really successful as a high school, and I went to high school in Matawan, New Jersey, and we were really good. We were state champions and everything. We had a head coach named Barry Rizzo, and Barry was a legend. He was a legend at Matawan High School because he won championships and everything. And he kicked me off the team as a freshman, my first day of ever playing.
Oh, wow.
And because I got in a fight in the locker room. I had no, I really didn't have I didn't have any direction, and he kicked me off. But I wasn't gonna play. My dad said that if you're not gonna play football, you're gonna get a job. So I was looking for a job, and this one guy that I had been having fights with since I've been in elementary school asked me what was I doing here, and I told him what happened, and it was kind of God talking to me. He said, "Hey, you need to go back because you got a future in there." And I went back in there, and Barry Rizzo called me in the office, and he was interested. He had never seen me. And I wasn't very good, but he said, "If you do things our way, then you will be the best player that ever played at this school." And I was like, "How would he know this? I'm terrible." But he said, "You would be the best player that ever played at mine." We had great players. We had guys every year go to Michigan. We had them go to various schools in the eastern part of the country. And he said, "You'll be better than all of them." And he was kind of like a premonition that I didn't understand at that time, but he knew.
So he saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself.
Exactly, he did. And I worked hard at it. I was always the first one on the field after that, and I was the last one off. I missed the bus because we were bused to school, and I'd have to walk home in the dark because I would always stay late in practice. And I was always, even when I got to college, I do the same thing. Even in the NFL, I always practiced a little extra, gave that little extras on my skills.
So you said state champion. So, well, first off, so when you were in high school and you were playing football, did they have a freshman JV varsity team?
Yes, they did.
Did you immediately go to varsity, or you played?
No, I didn't. Actually, my first year I played freshman because I had to learn to play. I was just raw.
Tell me now, what do you remember how well you did? I would love to
I
see.
didn't play defensive line. I played running back.
Okay.
And I played
still.
I mean, I was a heck of a running back. I had the moves and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember how many
I was like Eric Dickerson. I was a similar Eric Dickerson. But
so you had long strides. You had the long strides.
Interesting on this as a sophomore we had Thursday games for the JV.
Right.
And I played in the JV, and then they didn't have any rules then. Then I go playing varsity. But by the second game, there was a student who was starting on varsity, and he came up and told the coaches that I was better than him and I needed to be the starter. So I started, and I still played JV on Thursdays and started varsity on Saturdays because we didn't play on Fridays. We played on Saturday afternoons. And that was just
out of the years that you played high school ball, how many state championships did you guys win?
We won 3. And the reason we didn't win 1 is because our school went on strike.
Oh, okay.
So we went on strike.
Did they give state championship rings out back then, or was
no? They did not. No, they did not. But we had really good players.
What did they give? Did they give you an individual medal, or it was just a trophy? What?
Just a trophy. They gave you a trophy for the state championship.
And of course, it went to the school. And
yeah.
God, that had to feel good.
It did. It did. And that's what got me actually. The reason I went out. Other reason I went out football is because there were a couple guys from my neighborhood that played on the state championship before I got to high school, and they were really good. And they played in big-time programs, college programs, and I wanted to be like them too. I just had to learn discipline.
Yeah, that's half the battle. I mean, just having that discipline.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, and I'm going to bring another Cowboy fan on real quick. So you won state championships, you won the Fiesta Bowl, and of course, your 2 Super Bowls. Which one was the sweetest?
The honestly is the first Super Bowl, because it was in my 10th year of playing, and as a Dallas Cowboy, you expect to come in and win Super Bowls, and I didn't have that opportunity. That was the first one, and I knew it was real when those F-16s started flying low over the Rose Bowl. That was real, and then to have that opportunity, and you see halftime performances by Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. I couldn't see them, but I saw them obviously after that. But that was real then, and it just to have that opportunity.
On a side note, did you hear that story about Michael Irvin sneaking out?
Yeah, him and Charles Haley. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think he was just trying to. I don't believe they snuck out because Jimmy wouldn't have had it.
Right. I was going to ask you, did you want to smack him if that were true? You got to see Michael and I did it. I didn't want to say let me leave that alone. Let me bring on a Cowboy fan here, Chris. Now, so Chris, this is the gentleman that brought me on his podcast a couple weeks ago. We had a good time.
We did.
Shared a couple good laughs, and Chris is a good dude. We met maybe a month or so ago.
About a month, yeah.
Yeah, and I do got to come over to your house too. That barbecue was looking good. I saw.
Hey, I always invite you, but enough about you. You got a guest on that's a lot greater than you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay? Let me stop talking about my gut. Go ahead.
First of all, it is an honor,
Jim. Chris, Jim.
Jim, it is an honor and a pleasure to be in the room with you. And once again, Sneakyg keep proving how much he's a Cowboy fan. Okay,
I knew this was gonna happen.
He goes to Cowboy games more than Cowboy fans.
Yes, I know that.
Dallas Cowboy greats on his show. He texts me, "Hey Chris, I got somebody special on the show." And as soon as I tuned in, I was like, "That's Jim Jeffcoat."
Well, Chris, here's the issue. Sneaky is really a Giants fan. We all know he really is. But the problem he's having is the Giants had success in 4 or 5 years.
Don't do it, Jim. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And he has to have somebody to cheer for in the playoffs.
Right.
He picked the Cowboys. He's still a Giants fan, but when the playoffs come, he did that because he had to have something, because he's so upset at the Cowboys for winning the NFC East this year.
He constantly, that's his favorite picture. I'm sure it's his profile picture on Facebook, Instagram, and everything.
Okay. I'm gonna come clean. Come clean. So we are about 45 minutes in the show. The guest that I was gonna bring on, and I thought it was awesome because you spoke about him earlier. Leonard Marshall. I was trying to get, and he did agree to come on, but things happen, things come up. And Leonard wanted to come on and chop it up with you for a little bit. So I thought it was awesome how you brought him up for Hall of Fame mentions.
Yes.
So that was going to be the treat and the special gift or guest tonight for you.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. But we got Chris. We got Cowboy Chris. So that's just good.
Jim, I don't compare, brother, to you. I'm going to tell you, I know how you were bringing up Harvey Martin not being in the Hall of Fame. I know you continue that tradition at that defensive end, okay? And then with Ware, and then with my man Gregory, who it hurt my poor heart that he left. it hurt me so bad.
Here's the thing you got to look at it is that he never played a full season.
That's true.
He didn't. DeMarcus Lawrence has done things, but they don't really have that. And Micah Parsons might become that player, but they can. Micah Parsons can change the game, but he's really a linebacker. Let's be honest. Yeah. DeMarcus Ware has had in the past, as he ages, he has more injuries, but they got to find a difference maker, like you said, Ware and the Greg Ellises of the world and guys like that. You got to find a difference maker.
I got a question for you. You know how the Cowboys are known for their quarterbacks, from Staubach to Aikman to Dandy Don. Okay, but nobody ever brings up these awesome defensive ends we've had for a very long time. Okay, the Cowboys have, including you, have always had a standout defensive end. Okay, and I think the Cowboys defensive ends in history have been terribly left out of history, because, like you said, with Harvey Martin and Too Tall not being in the Hall of Fame are crimes. You know, you having over 100 sacks and not going to a Pro Bowl, I think is, you know, I know it's a lot of East Coast bias, even though Sneak is from the West. He's still an East Coast guy, you know. But do you think it's a bias against the Cowboy players?
Well, I think what happened was,
you can't say the NFL's against the Cowboys.
So many times that they have they're in the New York media, so there is a bias from Giants media. There's no question about it. But on a serious note, obviously the way the Cowboys with Tex Schramm making an America's team, you know, in old Texas Stadium, they put a hole in the middle and the roof so God could see his favorite team. And I'm sure that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. You either loved the Cowboys or you hated them. We had
or loathe them, or you can loathe them.
You know, and I get in that argument with non-Cowboy fans all the time about us becoming America's team. And I told them, I said, y'all don't know the real story. I said, the Cowboys never named themselves America's
team. No, they didn't.
NFL Films did that.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the guy from NFL Films is from Jersey.
Yeah.
He's from South Jersey.
And the guy who wrote the story was from Philadelphia.
Yep.
Well, I heard they were doing shrooms when they were making that highlight. So that's why. Yeah, because clearly they couldn't have been sober when they made that statement. I mean,
well, look, Sneaky and Jim, I literally stopped cooking because I saw you and I was trying to get on sober. I said, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity to talk to the great Jim Jeffcoat.
Hey, if you have Sneaky over, make sure that he sits in a cowboy seat with a star.
No. I will bring my own.
Jim, this is what I do with all my friends and a lot of football fans. I got a little man cave in the back of the house. So whenever you walk in for the first time, you sign my wall. Okay. I don't care who your team is or whatever. It's just because you're my friend. You come in, you sign my wall. It's just for me.
That's respect.
Okay. So I've had Eagle fans, Steeler fans, Ravens fans, Raider fans. I think it was over 15 teams that people signed my wall. So Sneaky is up next. You know, he always got something to do on the weekends. You know, he be acting a lot. You know, he has a lot of commercials and a lot of personal appearances. So one day he's going to get over. I've even tried to entice him, Jim. Hey, brother, I'm barbecuing. Come over, man, have some meat, have a beer too. But, you know, Sneaky I got to contact his agent and his other agent.
Yeah, my people got to call your people. That's what it is. Yeah.
But guys, I'm not gonna hold you.
I can't believe you, Sneaky.
And you know, but he kills me though, because he'll put it on Instagram. Or no, you'll put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Was that your baby or was that your granddaughter?
That was my granddaughter.
She's beautiful, by the way. And she was sitting there just waiting, and ready. Well, she was eating a rib. She stole the rib from you. Yeah, she stole the rib. She said, "What you doing with my rib?"
She stole my rib.
Can I get it back?
Look at you. You say you ain't getting this rib back.
And Jim, she didn't give it back either.
I know. It's hers now.
But once again, it was an honor and a pleasure, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Sneak, thank you for letting me come on, man, to speak to a real football player, a real person in America, a real Dallas Cowboy on the greatest team ever. Sneaky, you know I love you, bro. You know I love you. And I'm gonna say your outro before you even ask me. I'm gonna say it, okay? Because I know what you're gonna do. So let me go ahead and say it, Jim.
That's exactly
Jim,
right.
You know I don't mean none of this because I'm draped up and dripped out all the time, Cowboys. I'm everywhere, okay?
Let me hear it one more time. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got a Commodore 64 fan. I'm sorry, a Commander fan. I'm sorry. Yes, Nico. This is live.
Yeah, it is. Nico,
this is live. This is live.
It's live.
So
matter of fact, I'll even put the link out for you.
So before I say your outros, Dallas Cowboys for life. Let's go Giants.
I hear the pain.
Oh, man.
I gotta link up with him because he be grilling.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not too far from the stadium. Now I know you gotta go soon.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
But I would be remiss if I didn't bring one Giants fan on here.
Oh, I met
someone
before.
Who did you?
Wasn't he at your event that I was at?
No, that was Miguel.
Okay.
That was Miguel.
All Giants fans look alike to me.
No, Miguel was the one where DeMarcus dissed him. Remember? And I said, that's why we hate him. So, Gabe.
Sneaky, what's up?
I do have an alibi. Sneaky,
you're crazy. What the hell?
And Danny, here we go. Sneaky, this hurts me seeing all this Cowboy love fest on your show. How you think? Okay.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Give him that number 70. Let him see you in that number 77 jersey that I took a picture of you in. Cowboys number 77.
You know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. I do have a number 70 jersey with the Super Bowl 25. If I wear a Cowboys jersey, it will burn. Like it will hiss.
But it didn't hiss at that time. You were like, man, can I keep this?
Gabe, you know that's a lie. If I ever say someone that's a lie, that's a lie. It has to be an official.
Oh God.
But Gabe, so first off, how you doing? So just so you know, Jim, Gabe has been on for a minute. This is the 135th episode of Make It Count, Sneakyg podcast.
130 episodes I've been on.
Wow.
Yeah. So because I think you came on 5, right?
Yep.
And he didn't have his picture up. I think you had his camera up, didn't want to show his face. Now look at him. And now I get all my Giant stats from him. He gives me my weekly report on the Giants.
Okay.
So Gabe, do you have any questions for Mr. Jeffcoat?
Are you a Cowboys fan after you play for them?
Of course I am. They paid me.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the poverty state of your franchise?
If the Cowboys are poverty right now, then the Giants are
I was
homeless.
waiting for it. I was waiting for that. I'm like,
but my question is, how do you have CeeDee Lamb, not Michael Gallup because he got injured, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dak Prescott, and you lose in the first round?
You're breaking up a little bit, my man.
All right. Sneaky, can you hear me?
Yeah. You were kind of touching.
I can hear you a little bit, but you're breaking up. There you go. Try it now.
Right.
Okay, say it one more time.
All right. How do you have Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dak Prescott all in the same offense, and you lose in the first round?
Easy. The Giants, not the Giants. The 49ers defense. They had Debo Sanders.
Yeah. And that defense was on another level, too. That 49er defense was just eating it up.
And the 49er defense was really good. But to be honest with you, the problem with the Cowboys were the mistakes and the penalties. They were the most penalized team in the NFL. And when you do that, you can't win. When you're successful, that's what happened with Cincinnati Bengals. They were the least penalized team in the NFL, and the Rams were close.
And
But
well,
that's
also to be fair, the Dallas Cowboys this year had yet to beat a team with the winning record. I mean, it was close against the Bucks. It was close against the Cardinals, and it was funny because when I went to work, one Cowboy fan. Now the office I'm at, they're all, majority Cowboy fans because I live in Dallas. One said, I'm not even gonna watch the game.
Oh,
he's like, I'm not, because I know everybody said they're gonna win. Everybody was like they were gonna, but the one was like, I'm not even watching the game. And I saw him that Monday. I said, did you? He's like, nope. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. But I do have a question, and you don't have to answer this if you don't know. But do you think it was wise? Well, no, I don't want to ask you a question that's going to be. I don't want anything taken out of context. But should they have worked out a deal to keep Cooper, in your opinion?
You think about it, but when they drafted CeeDee Lamb, they were drafting him to be a number one receiver. Now, will he be a number one receiver? His stats last year said that he will be.
Uh-huh.
So that's the thing you have to look at. Cooper had a down year for whatever reason last year. You like to keep talent, but you also got to look at it from a financial standpoint too.
Right.
Cooper was going to make what, $20 million a year?
Oh, but he wasn't new contract.
Playing. Yeah, but he wasn't going to play. He wasn't playing at $20 million a year, and that's the thing you have to look at. And CeeDee Lamb, as long as Cooper was there, wasn't going to be the number one receiver. So they had to see if this kid is going to be that. And they're obviously going to Gallup will come back after 2 or 3 games, and they'll get healthy. They'll draft a receiver. And the way the 7-on-7 leagues are, these receivers come in more prepared to play than ever.
Now, do you think now we're talking about contract now and a financial liability, if you will. Do you think Zeke may be next? Maybe not this year, but next year.
Well, his contract's guaranteed, and it's not out of the it's not a crazy contract. I think he makes like $12 million this year.
Wait, the whole contract guaranteed?
Yeah, just this year.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just this year. And they got the same situation as Saquon Barkley up at the Giants. These are guaranteed contracts. And regardless if they play for you or not, they have to they're gonna have to be paid, and they count against your cap. That's the thing you gotta look at. If Zeke is there, but they still got Pollard, and Pollard is a good change of pace back. And maybe he's going to take a bigger role in the offense, at least for them to be successful. He's going to have to take a bigger role.
Well, so that being said, because it's a guaranteed contract, it would have to be a similar trade that Cooper got going over to the Browns. Like someone would have to pick up the contract.
Exactly.
But when that happens, it still will be a hit. Dead money to the Cowboys as well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't know if you've heard this rumor going on, but apparently after the game,
I heard it.
You heard? Okay, so I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna get into it. We'll just leave it open so people can think what they want to think. Do you think it happened?
They're saying it didn't happen.
I'll say. I'm sorry?
They're saying it did not happen. They did not get in an argument. Those two players. That was
of any magnitude. We're just saying players.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But they did not get in an argument, and it was something that just like somebody throws it up on the wall, just like throwing up the wall, Tom Brady's going to Miami. Miami was trying to
I knew that wasn't going to happen.
I know, and there's things like that.
Oh, that was stupid. I didn't.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, but some people believe these things, and they take it and run with it, and it sells. It sells airtime.
Yeah. Makes views. It gives views. That's what it does, and comments. Yep. Now, Gabe, since you're here, Danny did have a question for anyone. What's your guys' opinion in the overtime rule or the new overtime rule? Now again,
that is a good question.
So the new overtime rule only affects playoff play. That's it. So each team gets a chance for a possession. Now, Jim, when you played, regardless if it was playoffs or regular season, it was overtime, and a field goal could win it.
Yeah.
Now that you saw the evolution of this new overtime rule, what are your thoughts about this?
I think that I like the old overtime rules.
Sudden death?
Yeah, I like sudden death. But it wasn't really sudden death because you had to score a touchdown if you scored a field goal.
So you're talking about the newer version, not when you were playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I played, we had true sudden death. But now you don't have that. I think this will help some of the but I'm a purist. I think they changed too many things because of arguments and people saying, well, you should do this and that. But I think it takes away from the game. So I'm more of a purist. But this will soothe some of those people who said that both teams should get a chance. And this is only in the playoffs.
Right. I actually like the rule how it is.
I like it being the how it was. I like the old one. Now the old one. I like the one before they changed the rules because I think defense wins you championships in the end of the day. If you can't play defense, what's the point? Like you're not going to be. You got to be able to play defense, and the Bills couldn't play defense. So
yeah, that's true. I agree with you.
That's their problem. You gotta be able to play both sides of the ball. It's not a one-sided game. If it was a one-sided game, there would only be defense.
Now, as a fan, I'm with Gabe. I like the fact that you kick a field goal, the other team gets an opportunity. But if I throw a touchdown or score a touchdown, that's a wrap. As an owner, I'm surprised that they want to keep their players on the field.
I'm not.
Because the longer, I mean, the longer you're on the field, the more risk you are of getting an injury.
And you're gonna get them anyway.
Yeah,
that's not the biggest concern. The concern is now you're just pacifying people who wanted this like this. Like I said, I'm a purist. Do it sudden death, and just like Gabe said, I mean, you win championships on defense. And Cincinnati stopped Kansas City at the end. Why couldn't Buffalo? And I'm a big Buffalo fan for playing there.
Yep.
But I got to get out of here. I really do.
Yeah. You know what, Gabe? Let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants! Ow!
Appreciate you, Gabe.
Let's go Cowboys.
No, yeah. So let everybody know where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me on at Wednesday nights at 7:00. We do it just like you on Roku, YouTube, and Facebook. And it's called the J&B Talking Shop. And it's a great show to watch out. We will be at my golf tournament tomorrow doing our show, me and Byron, after the show, because I have to thank all the players for coming and do all the little things at dinner. So we'll be at the golf course and come in and see us. We love for people to come in. We have a great time. We never talk about Sneakyg unless we're talking.
Yes, you did. I came on one time and
that's right. we have fun. We have fun.
Yeah, and it is a good show. And I have you guys going as I'm doing my homework. I don't want to keep you up. Thank you. So you had a long day today.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time. I still owe you gumbo. Don't think I forgot.
Yeah, I got to get the gumbo.
That's my payment. And tell Byron he's next.
I will. I definitely will.
And I'll say this. I'm very confident that Leonard told me to tell you hi, even though he didn't. Yeah. But I know he
died. Like I said, we came in the same year. Tremendous player, and he should have a chance to be nominated to a Hall of Fame.
Well, and someone else that has 102 sacks, 102 and a half.
Yeah.
And
it'll come. It'll eventually come. I really believe it will. I just hope I'm able to walk up to the stand.
I know. I hate that. I hate that. last question, and I'll leave you alone.
Yes.
Is it a big deal? And this may sound like a silly question, but I'm asking because I don't know. Is it a big deal for the player to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes. It's
Okay.
a big deal.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
But there's very few players that make first ballot.
Right.
Marcus Ware didn't. So.
Right. And he didn't get in this last time, did he?
No, he did not.
He made the finalists, yeah. But I don't want to keep you.
All right.
I'll leave it up to you if you want to say the outro or not. Well, yeah, you were a Giants fan back then.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Okay.
Let's go, Cowboys!
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Jim, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll let you be, and I'll start bugging you in 6 months.
All right, buddy.
All right, later, man.
All right, good seeing you.
Likewise.
All
right. Okay, look, I'm not gonna press him because he lives in Dallas and he's 9 foot tall. So, hold on, let me put what is going on here? So if you're tuning in, we spent the last hour talking with Jim Jeffcoat, and I also had Leonard Marshall, who's going to come on tonight. Things happen, things come up. I'm sure something did, and Leonard, if you're watching this, I hope all is well. Nico,
what's up?
Sorry I couldn't squeeze you in there, man. I was trying to, and then I saw him yawn, and I'm like, oh yeah, let him go. I don't want to hold him. No, he was only supposed to be on for 15 minutes.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's about a solid hour. So
I'm working right now I'm doing some homework on a player. I'm doing the same shit you're doing, but I'm doing it in April. I got a player. Player. Yeah.
Are you excited about Wentz? I mean, let's be honest.
You know what? Yeah, I am. Because you know what? It's a new face, and it's someone with experience. And you know what? If there's anyone that's going to revive their career, I think Carson Wentz has the biggest hot seat to do it.
And you know the thing about Wentz is, I don't think he wore that Super Bowl ring again after he got it.
I don't think he does.
I think it's probably still left in the house somewhere when he lived in Philly.
Well, I mean, he won the ring. I mean, he was you have to remember though, like Wentz when he was healthy that year was a monster. Like when he got injured, he had 33 TDs and 7 interceptions. Like he was a monster. So like I get like he was having an MVP year. I mean, it's still a team ring, a team win for him, I guess. Yeah, he wasn't playing in the Super Bowl nor the playoffs, but he was still 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Come on. And
I'm not well, and I'm not knocking it all. Okay? I mean, it's unfortunate that he got injured.
Yeah.
Okay? But let's look at what takes place. Wait, let me see. Hold on. Give me the phone. No. Give me the phone. And don't you go anywhere. So, yeah.
Oh, stuff.
This is my son's friend.
That's what they all want to say.
Yeah.
That's what I told my parents when I introduced
Love you too. Hey, is that my shirt? It better not be this motherfucker. He's stealing all my stuff. Anyway, Nico.
I gotta tell you though, the player that I'm interviewing, I do gotta say I'll tell you offline who he is.
Okay.
But he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback and played in the Super Bowl.
Okay, good deal.
In the last 25 years.
Mark Rypien?
No, 25 years, Sneaky. Mark Rypien won in no damn Super Bowl the last 25 years.
I just did quick maths. I'm sorry. I took business math in high school.
You're off about a good If I would have said 35 years, Mark Rippon would have been a good answer.
See, and that's the problem. That's the problem I'm having right now because this year, right? The year 2022,
right?
In May, I have legitimately ETS'd from the Army 20 years.
That's crazy.
What?
You ever think, so off topic football shit? These gas prices really hurt my bank account. I ain't gonna lie.
Mine too.
Yeah,
mine too.
No, man, it's people. See, y'all, we can talk football all day, bro. But these damn gas prices, they hurt me.
I think the gas price is affecting. I'll tell you what. I'm glad I'm not living overseas.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's it, and even though they sell by the liter, even by the gallon, it's like almost double what we pay.
Well, you know what's crazy though? It's like I get like the whole like reason why it's going up and all that, supply and demand. Any basic schooling would know supply demand. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's dumb. Like I don't understand. I get why, but like it's just I don't know. It's tough, man.
How much is it where you're at?
Where I am, it is
like average.
Oh, okay. Well, averagely, we're talking like $4.60.
Okay. We're still about $4 because like where I go, it's like $3.75, $3.79.
Dude, if it was $3.75 here, I'd be blessed.
Yeah. I mean, but it fluctuates. Like I think I drove by the racetrack yesterday. It was $3.89. But over the weekend, it was $3.79. So I mean, like I said, it fluctuates.
What do you think about Mr. Peppers?
It sucks because I actually had an awesome moment with him when we were in Philly. I got to talk to him for a sec, got to chat, chop it up with him. I wish he wasn't injured, but I'm happy that he has another opportunity.
Did he get a bag?
I'm sorry?
Did he get a bag?
Well, he's with the Patriots. Nobody gets a bag when he's with the Patriots. Nobody.
Unless your name is Brady of Tom.
Even then.
Oh,
even
well,
then,
Tom
Brady
Brady never got really a bag.
Yeah, no. The only person getting the bag is Bill. That's it.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you know what's crazy though? It's like when you think about it, is like all these players are getting like so much amounts of money, and it's so crazy because like you be seeing like now like Tyreek Hill's like the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. Then you see like, and then it just, what's crazy though? It's like free agency has so much effect on extensions. It's not even crazy. Like if you really think about it, like Tyreek Hill wouldn't have gotten paid that money if Jacksonville didn't throw that shit at Christian Kirk like that.
Right.
Like
Christian Kirk, because that's it's a status thing. When Aaron Rodgers got his deal, and Aaron Rodgers was like, hey, I'm the shit. I'm the best quarterback in the league, and they're paying me like as such. And Watson was like, hold my beer.
Oh yeah, his whole thing is guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
And that's no incentives either. I don't believe so. No incentives.
And although Watson is pretty smart though, even though he may be suspended, he's still getting that check.
Who did the Giants sign? I know they signed Mark Glass now, but who else did y'all sign that was like important? Not like important, but like top name.
Well, I mean, excuse me. Right now, we picked up. Oh, you had to ask me that. Some offensive lineman from Buffalo. I can't think of his name.
Paul. Yeah. I know who you're talking about too. Shit. I'm low key mad y'all took Ricky Seals-Jones away from us. He's a great tight end.
Yeah. Well, and then and I saw some highlights, even though he didn't have the numbers, but I'm assuming they're looking at the potential of what.
I mean, he mossed the shit out of Adoree Jackson in the first time we played, Joe.
Oh, he what?
He mossed the shit out of Adoree Jackson.
Oh, okay.
For the TD.
I will say this: I wish we would keep Bradbury, but because of his salary, I don't see that happening.
He's getting paid top 5 corner money when he's not.
But I mean, maybe last year was an off year, but the year before that he was a beast.
Oh, he was a beast, but he fell off this year. But I mean, now, do you got real quick? Y'all think you're gonna trade Barkley now? I don't think you will anymore.
I don't think so. No, I don't
think
think so.
unless you get like a stupid like offer from somebody.
Yeah, we would need a Russell Wilson and a Deshaun Watson type trade.
No,
like give us 8 number ones,
know
7
not-
number twos,
you know you're not getting that.
and a number 4, but we'll make it a number 4, number 3 conditional. You know, I mean, it's yeah.
You think you're gonna trade out of that 7?
It all depends on how everything plays out. I think it's possible. It's possible because I can see this happening. As a matter of fact, I can see us trading the 5 and being confident who we want at 7 is going to be there.
That's ballsy.
And we'll trade the 5 and we'll pick up some equity for future draft picks. That I can see happening easy.
But you understand though, like if let me just say Giants is number 1 draft board right now has to be either Charles Cross, Akeem, the dude out of NC State, or and this is the wild card one if he falls is Kayvon Thibodeau. Those are the 3 guys. If any of those guys are at 7 and y'all trade out of 5, that's a smart move. And that looks smart, but that's such a low risk with a high reward because Carolina also needs offensive line. But if Kayvon Thibodeau's there, they're gonna take Kayvon.
Yeah, for me, I'm saying I'm positive that they'll probably go offensive tackle.
Please do. Please go all offensive
in there.
line.
Well, no, not all. But I personally would like them to go 5 off. Okay, 5 or 7, it doesn't matter. I would love for that. Actually, I would like the guy from NC State.
Akeem.
Yeah. And then an edge rusher at 7, and I'd be happy.
I just want Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson. I don't give a shit. I just want either one of them.
Where you guys? Did you guys fall?
We're at 11, so we are originally. I've been saying this all offseason. We need a wide receiver, and no, everyone who's a Commander fan has called me the worst names in the book. But yeah, guess what? We've to talk to Chris Olave, who's a wide receiver, which I will 1,000%. He's the best route runner in the NFL draft. I mean, you can argue that to the end of life, but it's either going to be him or Garrett Wilson. I don't really give a shit. If we go outside the pick, it's because somebody fell and we got him. So we've been looking. We went to Kyle Hamilton's thing too, because apparently Kyle Hamilton's supposed to fall too. The dude out of Notre Dame,
right?
And then who else did we look? We looked at Sam Howell. Which if we get Sam Howell, I swear to God, I'll be a Giants fan. Like I swear to God, like no bullshit. If we get Sam Howell, I'll be a Giants fan. Like you could clip this and put this on TikTok. I will be a Giants fan if we get Sam Howell. Like that's like I wouldn't even jump off a window. That's just too nice of me to do. I would literally just become a Giants fan just for that reasoning.
And we would accept you with open arms.
Please don't, because I'll be struggling.
No, we'll accept you. We'll lift you up from the ground, dust you off, and be like, it'll be okay.
Okay, I know I keep saying real quick before I get out of here, but that's just like that. In a world where the world is upside down, you think you guys take a quarterback as a shocking pick?
We're not going to. I mean, if we do, we're not going to get a quarterback for the first 3 rounds. If we go quarterback,
well, okay. Well, out of the ideal quarterbacks, who would you want? I know that you're like the guy who like believes in who's there right now. I fully get that, but like if you had to
when you say I'm the guy that believes who's there right now, you mean to say I'm the guy that believes in Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I am that guy.
So if you had to pick between Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Carson.
Oh, I love Willis. Oh, I mean the way he throws the football.
Everybody, yeah. Dude. But you can here's the thing. Yeah, he's doing really good right now. But like the problem is like he did play at Liberty. His competition is not very wide, and the only time he's ever played competition was Ole Miss, and he got his ass whooped. So it's like,
oh, okay, but also let me ask you a question: who did Lamar Jackson play for?
He played for Louisville, but I'm pretty sure Louisville has more competition than Liberty.
I mean, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure that he was tested. But what the point I'm trying to make is, no matter what quarterback you have to develop them.
Yeah, no, I
mean, as a matter of fact, I mean, let's be fair. Since we want to talk about competition,
right?
Brady played for Michigan.
But Michigan's a Big Ten school.
But exactly. But what I'm saying is Brady played for Michigan, and he still wasn't even picked until the 6th round.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I think. Wait, whoops. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. All I'm trying to say is, all I'm trying to say, any quarterback that's drafted, the team will have to develop them,
absolutely.
no matter who, what, when, where, or how.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be like Eli Manning.
You really just gonna slide that under there like you don't even give a shit? You just.
I mean, he won 2 Super Bowls. What can I say?
Yeah, I really wanted. Yo, okay, can I give you a call after this or something? Because I really want to tell you who it is. Can I please give you a call?
Yeah, sure. Matter of fact, text me as soon as don't call me because I'm still on the show.
Hold on. Can I just give you a live reaction though when I tell you?
Do you want to tell me or you want to text me?
I'm gonna text it to you. I just want your live reaction to it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it right now.
Merge. All right. Okay.
Good shit.
Right?
That is what I'm talking about. Good shit.
Right? Dude, when he responded back to me, I was ordering Mexican food and I had to hang up the phone because I got so excited.
And you know what? You know the beauty of that? Nobody will ever guess it.
Right? Because it's so
nobody would guess it.
When I told my mama, she was like, because my mom's a fan of that team. So she, the logical answer she said was
right.
I was like,
right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if that would have happened, bro,
I would have been like, I'm gonna give Sneaky a call then, so Sneaky could just be like, how's it feel? How's it feel?
I'd be like, good for you. And I wouldn't even hate. I'd be like, you know what? That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
he used to play for us.
Huh?
He used to play for us. The guy.
Yes. I thought you were talking about somebody else. Yes.
No. He did play for us. So I can't wait to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Congrats. And it's all about the hustle, bro.
Right.
It's all about the hustle. But anyway, let me let you go. Thanks for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hear it one time.
Damn. I don't get a pass like the other guy did.
No, you're not 9 foot tall. Do you have 2 Super Bowl rings?
I actually have 3.
Yeah, you got 3. Well, I mean, I do have 4 too, but that's besides the point. Let me hear one time.
Let's go, Giants. Ouch.
Appreciate you. Danny.
What up, my friend?
Broad, I see you. I got you, man. Hang in there. I got you. What's up, man?
What's going on, dog?
Nothing. I'm good, chilling. I do want to. I hope all is well with Leonard Marshall. He was.
That would have been. That would have been great.
Oh, that'd have been. I mean, to have both of them.
Yeah.
They're friends, and things happen. Things happen.
Not going for that.
Yeah, I mean, now, granted, if I would have said, "Look, you come on, I'll give you 1.2 mil," and then he comes on, Leonard would be like, "Okay, I want my money." I'd be like, "See, what happened was, yeah,
you're right. My transfer got to transfer my check into my savings. My savings.
See, my checking in my savings.
I'll cash up you later, bro. Don't worry.
Right. I'll Venmo you. No, what do you call it? I'll Venmo app you. Okay.
Right.
Cash app and Venmo together is Ven app. I'll Ven app you. All right, man. I'm gonna Ven app you. I'll do it by a dial tone. Like, so what's up, man?
Was nothing much, man. What's going on with you, my boy?
I'm living. I'm breathing. I'm being seen rather than viewed. I woke up this morning. That means I got an opportunity.
Yeah, that's it, man. It was sad to see Jabril go, man.
It was.
Yeah, man. He was good, man. Like, I mean, yeah, he got hurt and stuff. He was from the area. I know he wanted to play here, wanted to stay here, but it is a business.
I knew it. The odds would have been very slim for him to stay on the team.
Mm-hmm.
who was I talking with at the end of it was after the game of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And after I had a little exchange with Drew, I mean, it was a pleasant exchange.
Right.
I was telling how I was like, how he said, how, I want that moment, some dude asked me, he said, he's like, do you think we'll keep him next year? And I'm like, I hope so. And he's like, I don't think we will. And I'm like, you know what? Don't you ever say that to me again.
Yeah, but I wish him all the best in New England. I know he's gonna do his thing.
But you know what signing hurts me the most right now? Hernandez. That one bothers me.
He went to Arizona.
That one, and I'm going to tell you right now because UTEP guy, it was I guess it was Gettleman's one of his hog mollies, if you will.
Yeah,
and from what I saw after he got COVID, it was a different ball game after that.
You think that was a big factor in his decline?
I don't know. I'm not gonna. I just say I just noticed that there was something. It was like a small drop off after that.
So
and I could be wrong.
Me and Gabe were talking about it before, and I told him, I'm like, he was a bust. That's just me. He was a bust. He was a bust.
And I was rooting for Hernandez, and I'm still going to be rooting for him in Arizona.
I called him like Eric Flowers 2.0.
No, don't ever. No, you can't do that. You can't. You look. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was Hernandez and I heard that, I would come over there and Will Smith you. Like,
smack some sense into me.
Straight up. It's bad because now Will Smith's gonna be an adjective for the rest of his life now.
Oh man, that was so crazy.
He's gonna be an adjective,
dude. You know what? You know what I think? That was like a strategic plan by the Oscars to have that happen, and everybody turn to the Oscars and watching for the views to go up.
I didn't see it after the highlights.
I didn't know about it at all.
Because I was doing homework, right? And had the TikTok thing going, and then no, it was Twitter. I got a Twitter alert, and then it said Will Smith, and then Chris Rock. I'm like, what?
Little off topic. Do you think it was staged?
No, not at all. No. Oh hell no. He straight slapped him.
But sneaky. Look, I think if you watch the video closely from Chris Rock's, when he leaned in, you see him leaning in. I'm like, I think he was ready to get smacked. Like it was like, I don't know. That's just me.
I think
if you see the video again, you see Chris Rock leaning into it.
I think he was shocked. I don't think Chris Rock, and I do have it. So I don't have it on here, but Chris Rock had his hands behind his head. I mean, hands behind his back.
But his back, yeah.
And he when Will Smith went into him, he was like, oh, like he was shocked. It was the last thing he expected.
The whole place went quiet when he was yelling back at Chris Rock.
Yeah, and to be fair, me, when I saw the whole uncensored, I'm like, Will Smith just cussed. Because he don't cuss.
No.
He don't cuss in none of his rap songs. Matter of fact, he even made up a bar talking about I don't cuss in my songs, but I'm still like a number one hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, he actually, I'm sure in his movies he cussed. I'm sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, but in records, like he never cursed in his records at all.
He does not. And and I also did a little digging. And maybe if I'm wrong, I don't know, but allegedly there's some, beef. If they're vegetarian, there's some lettuce that, they both, whatever. And it was a shock. Hold on to change the subject real quick. Gabe, what's the deal? Sneaky, did you see what Debo did with Katie and Galladay? No, I didn't.
I would like to see what they did. I'm
gonna have to find that out. So let me ask you this real quick, and then I see Broad Sports and Mike and then Tank too. Who would you put at fault? Will Smith or Chris Rock?
Oh, Man, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, I would do. Damn, that's tough. I don't know. To be honest with you, because they're both at fault. Because I would say both of them. I can't pick one because
No. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Danny. I've never put you on the spot. I'm gonna do it. You got to pick one person today. One.
Oh,
because I'm gonna pick one. That's the only reason I'm picking one.
Got you.
So you gotta pick one.
I would do Will Smith. Will Smith.
Okay, good. Me too.
I would do Will Smith.
And I'll tell you why. And you don't have to say why. You don't have to say why. But I'm gonna tell you my why. The comedians, okay, telling jokes. That's what they do.
Right. That's their hobby. Yeah.
Like it, love it, don't agree with it. It doesn't matter. Comics do what they do. Chris Rock is a stand-up comedian. And if we start waving our fingers saying, oh, Chris, you shouldn't have said that, then we mess up the art that of comedy.
Yeah,
and we need comedy.
Oh, we need comedy.
So I actually got to see one of my comic greats, one of my favorites of all time, Ari Spears.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him here in was it Arlington? I think it was, Arlington. Arlington Improv. Last Sunday, Ari Spears. He was on Mad TV, Jerry Maguire, Def Jams. I mean, I rocked with him when he told the Elmer Fudd joke. I mean, he does great impressions.
Right.
Google Ari Spears DMX. Anyway, if you're seating in the front, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it regardless.
You're gonna be the plan of the jokes. That's the first person that comedian sees.
But you know what though? Let me tell you the funny part about the whole thing. So there was a guy sitting to Ari's right, okay, in the front. And it was a group at table, and the dude was, was a brother, and he was eating his food. He had like hot wings, whatever. And he used his, he went to drink his drink without using his hands because he had the little, wing juice or whatever you want to call it. Ari said, "Did you just drink your drink without a straw, without your hands?" Like he imitated him trying to get the straw in his mouth, right? Yeah. And the funny thing, and he joked, he laughed with it. He was. Everybody came up to him and was like, "Dude, you're so lucky that," you know what I'm saying? Like you were part of the show.
Right.
Now, granted, that's different because Jada and Will, they're about $1 billion combined or more. And she has that condition.
Alopecia.
Alopecia, which I was aware. I'll admit I was aware, and it turned out Chris Rock wasn't.
And she still looks beautiful, by the way.
She's still gorgeous. Still gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know what made Will snap. I don't know what made him snap because he did laugh and then he saw his woman and then
she probably gave him that look like you better handle your business.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And he could have went backstage after the show and be like, "Listen, bro."
And I'm gonna say, that's how you really handle it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your Oscar, you're in the backstage, you go up to Chris and be like, "Hey man, you was funny tonight. You was good." You get in close, you be like, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth."
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying? That's how you handle it.
For sure.
But and the sad thing is, and I made a comment about it yesterday. There's a how can I say an expectation, or not an expectation, what's the word I'm looking for, Danny? Yeah, an expectation. Mm-hmm. Certain people has an expectation of how we act, how blacks act, mm-hmm. and it wasn't a good look for us. I'll just be honest.
Yeah, I mean, and it's at the Oscars too. Like, he's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just anywhere. Just anywhere. I've actually, and I'm going to tell you a little history. Well, what conversation I've had with people. I was on the bus going to Seattle. No, I was going home. I'm sorry. I was going home from Seattle. And I was sitting in the bus, the seats where the seats were facing each other. But you know what? Right when you walk in, it was one of those accordion buses where in the middle it kind of.
Yeah, and yes.
Yeah. So, but I was sitting in the seats facing each other where you still had the middle. Okay. The little accordion part. And then there was seats facing the driver. You skip one row, you go to another row. There's these two women. They were talking. They were loud. And one of them was like, I had to tell this person how I felt, blah 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 blah. And then she's like, "Oh my God, did you really do that?" Yeah. I think she's like, "Yeah, Becky, I got black with her." And these were two white girls, and I'm like, So I say that, and I'm not that guy, but I guess right now I'm being that guy. So all I'm saying is, we need to put our best foot forward.
Definitely,
that's all
man.
I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, that was a bad look.
It's a bad look, but at the same time, it was a good look on Chris.
Oh yeah, Chris held his own.
It's almost like being in an office setting, being chewed out by your boss in front of everybody, and you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed, but everybody is on your side because your boss is an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know how Chris held his own because man,
yeah,
like he didn't even stop. He didn't even block. He didn't block the slap. Nothing. He was like, I'll eat it.
And I've seen the TikToks now. It's like, you what minutes? That little Kevin Hart thing.
Yeah. It was a lot of memes after that happened. Oh my God.
Oh, and there's more to come.
There's more to come. Yo, before I go, man.
What's up?
The new overtime rule. I know. I brought it up when you had your guest. I forgot his Jeff
Coat. Jeff Coat.
Yes. I mean, regarding the overtime rules, I feel like I wished it applied to regular season games too instead of the playoff games.
Right.
Because the reason why I say that is because it gives sometimes like it makes the regular season overtime games more enjoyable, fun, and also it kind of gives the underdog team a slight chance. Not a big chance, but a slight chance of maybe picking up the W. You never know. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Well, like what happened to the Bengals.
Yeah.
Like,
So, I mean, I wish.
I didn't go to overtime, but
yeah, and I know defense wins games and all that, but I wish it applies for both regular and playoff, but it is what it is.
I would rather keep it the same. I think this is just another situation where owners. And that's their job. That's what they do. Look, if you can't, I'm sorry, Buffalo. If you can't stop if you can't stop Kansas City,
true, man. Yeah.
You don't need to be in the AFC Championship game. I mean, I'm sorry. Bottom line,
13, what was it like? 13? A minute and 13.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
13 seconds, yeah.
13 seconds. I'm sorry. Just because you can't play in the confine on the rules, you're going to change the rules. No, that's not how it works. But apparently in their world, that's how it works.
And I love how Joe Shane and Dayball are beefing up the offensive line in the offseason, man. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And they like you said, they said they were gonna roll up their sleeves, and they really are, man. I love it. So, I mean, just hopefully.
I'm going to Las Vegas.
You got your tickets already set up, everything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm going to the draft.
I think I'm gonna do a draft party somewhere. But yeah, don't be surprised, bro. It number 7 could be a QB. Just sneaky. Don't be saying.
Okay, are you gonna call it? You gonna call it?
Oh man, I
You gonna
say
call it?
they're gonna surprise. I say QB quarterback or safety. One of them.
No, you got to stick with one, and I'll tell you why. Are you saying Giants quarterback at number 7?
Yes.
If that happens, I'll give you $100 gift card.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. Hey, well, we just said quarterback.
Okay.
If the Giants pick up a quarterback in number 7, I'm gonna text you $100 gift card. Because actually, that's all the money I got in my account. I would do, I'd add like 4 commas, but all I could do is, because the way my checking and my savings, it's.
You're stupid.
Let me hear it one time.
All right, my bro. It's always fun to be on your show, man. And I'll see you gonna have one Thursday.
Yeah. It looks it's gonna unless something pops
up. I got you, bro. No doubt.
Yeah, I had to work late, a little bit late last
week. Do what he calls.
Yeah, man.
All right, my bro. I'll see you Thursday, and let's go Giants. Ow! Peace, bro.
Appreciate you. That's perfect. That's perfect.
No, because it was just like I got on here before Danny, so as soon as Nico got off, I was like, "Oh, it's me coming up next." Right?
Well, to be fair, I'm going in order, so I don't know if you came off and came back on. I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know how.
But it has been a minute.
Yes, it has. Well, first off, let me say this. First off, congratulations on that social experiment, by the way.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of a way I was gonna do one Friday because I wanted to do it Friday morning, but I was running late to work, so I couldn't really get it off. But I'm gonna tell you. Did you see my latest? Is it my latest TikTok? Have you seen my latest TikTok where I talk about it's a hell of a journey and blah 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 blah?
I have not. I saw the one where you're screaming, "Let's effing go!" About it.
Oh yeah. Hey, I didn't know I was throwing out compliments everywhere. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that a Bella Danger threw out compliments.
Yeah, I didn't know I was like Oprah. You get a compliment. You get a compliment.
But the one thing that did come great out of today is that these sexy jaws are coming back in 2023.
Who?
Eagles, Kelly Green.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Coming back. Gotcha. I wish it was this year, but we have to wait till next season for it. I'm excited that they're coming back.
I gotta see if it's the latest. No, hold on. Yes, it is. So after you go past the pin, the TikToks that are pinned, whatever.
Yeah, I don't do pin shit on my page.
Yeah, there is. There's a TikTok and it's showing people like playing 2 instruments, and it kind of goes into "Stay Woke" by Charles Gambini. And huh?
You mean Gambino?
Gambino.
Donald Glover.
That too. Yes. No, in the video, you'll see a very quick snippet of the first time you came on the show.
Me?
Yes. And because like the because I was going through all my pictures, and Armando, you're on there.
You're still calling me Brad Sports?
I think so. Yeah. Armando's on there. And
okay, that was Brad.
And then, but it didn't show the part where I hung up, but I took you off there and brought you back on. But
yeah.
So Villanova, they're still in it.
Yep.
Final four.
But I mean, Caleb Daniels, he's got some big shoes to fill with Justin Moore's injury.
I don't know if you saw Tank. Brad Sports, stop it.
That's the thing he called me the first time I came on. What was it? June?
Yeah,
July, something like that.
Oh my God! See, I'm looking at Armando, and I'm like, I ain't got my chain. Hold on, I'm gonna send a text. I need my chain. I did it the last time I was on. Oh, I'm gonna go.
You need your chain, fool.
I need my chain. Okay, there we go. It's coming, Armando. My chain's coming. I had Jim Jeffcoat on.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's crazy. It'd been awesome if Leonard Marshall would have came too.
Yeah.
But like I said, something probably popped up.
Oh man, that felt good.
Okay, so I got actually 10 minutes, and then I gotta wrap it up. But what you got before we?
But just going off of what I said, Caleb Daniels, he's a graduate transfer from Tulane. He's got some big shoes to fill because literally with 37 fucking seconds left in the second half that's not funny.
It's not funny. No, it's not. It's
literally
not.
with 37 goddamn seconds left in the second half, Justin Moore tore his Achilles. Our second best shooter on the team.
You know what I didn't realize about Villanova? That they're the top percentage team in free throws
of all time.
83%.
Broke the NCAA record.
That is ridiculous. And you want to know how I know this? One, because I'm a genius. No, he was on PTI today.
Oh,
the
Jay?
coach was. Yeah.
No, I've met Jay plenty of times. He's a great guy.
They were even.
I will say a funny story though about Jay though. So last year when I was working at the beer store that I regularly worked at, I got a call about like I'm not gonna name the beer, but someone called me on like the fucking word I'm for landline that my boss had, so you could call the store.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Hi, do you have 2 cases of blah 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 cold?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got it." I'm like, "Yes, I do have it." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be there in a minute." So I'm talking with another customer, and who walks in? Jay Wright. I sold him beer. And it's funny because I wasn't even supposed to have that shift. I literally covered that shift for one of my coworkers because he had a lacrosse game.
Did he win?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, Brad, I hate to do. I got to run. I'm running low on time. Thanks for showing. And you're at 1 million, right? Right now, 1 million viewers, 1 million followers on TikTok. Like 1.2. Last I saw you had like 1.5. Or like maybe
I'm at 88.6K.
Okay, I knew it was something like that. I knew it was more
I have
than
1.8 million likes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm hoping before my birthday, which is not only Juneteenth, but Father's Day, that I hit 100,000.
And you know what? I hope you get there. But until then, let me hear one time.
Well, V's up. Go Cats. Wishing those tiny birds of the University of Kansas best of luck on Saturday night. And I say that because a Jayhawk is tiny. But let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you. I still ain't got my chain. What the hell?
You need one of these chains right here.
No, hell no. What the hell am I going to do with that? The hell I'm going to do with that?
What's up, big dog? I came out late when you had text me. I was literally on my live, and I was actually showing everybody on my live. Look, I was showing him the screen because I know you had Chris on there. You had Gordo on there.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and
I say Gordo in a good way because that's his name. That's his name on TikTok.
What do you say?
Gordo 520.
What? Oh yeah, But what's his? Okay, that's what you call him, Eduardo.
Gordo.
Gordo.
Yeah.
Gordo, people, like George?
No, gordo means fat.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means.
Oh man.
It's crazy. It's crazy when I met Chris, I went to his house and Chris, man, you know, we got really close and shit. I met his family like I met your family, and when I drove up to his house and I signed his man cave, So he lives on it's called Nueces Trail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him, he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we lived here forever." And I was like, oh, "Okay, you know, I see why it's called like that." And he was like, "Why?" I go, "Because you have all these pecan trees." He's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He's like, I go, "Yeah, well, that's what the that's what nueces means." And he was like, blew his mind. He was like, "So all this time, that's what they meant." I said, "Yeah." I go, "Man, I'm gonna go tell all my neighbors right now. I'm gonna go tell all my neighbors. I found out what it means." I said, "Yeah, man, you know, I got you, man."
Wait, and what does it mean again?
Nueces pecans or peanut or pecans. So he lives where he lives. I guess it was an old pecan orchard or something.
Okay,
pecan trees everywhere, man. But shout out to my boy Chris, man, Dallas Cowboy Chris. You know, that's a good dude.
Well, and you know, I'm gonna say this real quick, and we got like maybe less than 5 minutes, but it feels really good that I had an opportunity to put Chris and Mike on here for them to talk to, you know, one of their heroes, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And Tank keeps saying on the chat, okay, look, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get a rope. I'm gonna get a string, and I'm gonna put it right on here just for you, Tank. That's gonna be my chain.
My boy Tank, man.
That's gonna be my chain right here. But no, first off, you know, Jim's a good guy. I spoke with him a couple times already prior to this. He's a good guy. And when I asked him to come on, I think it was about a month ago, I called him because we were setting this up, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you compliments, not the Cowboys." He just started laughing.
If you give him compliments, it's part of the Cowboys, so we'll take it.
No. It's separate. It's
separate. It's a small victory in the Sneaky G, the Cowboy compliments.
And I knew. See, and the thing is, I knew if I had him on, where's he having it? But I had it planned out in my mind that they were gonna, talk because he's from New York. Right. And Leonard Marshall and him, they were drafted the same year, which I knew. And I was like, man, that'd be cool. That'd be good to have them on. I bet you they haven't talked in a while, but next time.
You say he grew up a Cowboys fan. I heard you tell him. Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
Jeff Coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And he said, and then I think Gabe asked the question. He's like, was it painful being no, they paid me. I'm like, well,
right.
I'm gonna leave you with this, and then because I do got to go because I do got to do my outro, guys. Those I haven't, look, we're gonna do it Thursday. I'll bring you back on Thursday, but I got to say this. Someone asked me the question: what if Jerry Jones came to your house, dropped a suitcase off on the table with $25 million? But with that $25 million, you cannot wear Giants stuff for 5 years. Nothing Giants. Only thing acceptable is your tattoo. That's it. That's all you can have. And I'm like, let me see the cash.
Show me the money.
That's one of those things I gotta see. I gotta see the money.
Yeah.
I gotta see the suitcase. And who's that peeking around the corner? I see you. Don't be slick. Trying to peek her head in there like, thank you. Now.
Oh, shit.
Perfect timing. My daughter, she's mad because she got out of bed. All right, there we go. Now I'm whole.
There it is.
You got yours?
No, I don't have. I have these. There you. That's it.
That's so tacky. Ugh. Hey, Armando, I gotta go because I gotta do my outro real quick. Thanks for so much for coming on. It was fun being on your guys' show last time too. So
I loved it, man. I appreciate that. You already know it's always love. Real quick, did you see the new hats come out?
I already ordered.
I already ordered mine.
I already got
like.
Yep, it's I got it. Are they gonna do it? I should be getting mine tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know when I get mine, but
because I did that.
I got a real team though, but I'm just saying.
You got a Giants one? Oh, that's good. We can be best friends now. For real. We can make it official. Let me hear one time, brother.
Shout out to my boy Sneakyg, man. I met this dude, man. Real good dude. I met his family. Real good dude. Love this dude, man. I appreciate that. You know, if y'all don't follow him, make sure y'all do. You guys already know 21, Armando 21. I'm forced to say this. Literally, you guys don't see it, but he has a gun. Somebody has a gun somewhere here, and it's pointed. And let's go Giants. Ow, it hurts me. Ow.
I don't want to hear it. No, I don't hurt. He enjoyed it. It tickled. Great show tonight. I want to thank Jeffco for coming out. I hope everything is good with Leonard Marshall. I hope everything is going great with him. Sometimes people, they can't make it for whatever other reason. Something pops up, other engagements, whatever. But I want to make it quick. It was brought to my attention that I go overboard. It was brought to my attention that I go overboard. And you know what? I do. And I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was an athlete. I don't know if it was a person. I don't know. But to be fair, someone has actually brought that to my attention prior. And you know what? You say I go overboard. I call it being persistent, and I call it's a hustle. And I was always coached and taught to go 110%. And if I ask a question, and if you say yes, I'm going to hold you to that. If I ask you, hey, can you come on the show? And you say yes, I'm going to hold you to that. Now, if I ask you and you say, hit me up later, I'll hold you to that too. Is that wrong? Look, I do this because I love it. I love meeting everybody, and I'm going to continue to do this. And I'm going to continue to go overboard because I'm always going to give it 110%. When I do this show, when I do my TikToks, when I do the Instagram, regardless. Because for people to be successful in whatever they do in life, they don't do just enough. They always go overboard. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg, bud. Let's go Giants.